Hey guys, so I wanted to do a landscape today where I was focusing on the land and I was making it a little bit more like folk art. I wasn't giving so many details to the houses. I was using very simple shapes of rectangles or squares and triangles and repeating them for a pattern, right? I just keep repeating houses. And then also I wanted to do some hints of flowers in the front. You can make yours more detailed than I did. I just made mine circles to kind of give the image of puffs of flowers. I also did something interesting where I almost drew a checkerboard pattern in the background to show color. Here I did a little bit different. I layered the land. So I did curvy line. So I came in from the side and I curved down. Came in from the side and I curved down. Same here. And on here, I did different layers. So I did trees here. I did houses. I could add more. I'm not sure that I'm finished yet with that, but I'm going to show you how I did it. These are kind of like pine trees. I just gave them long, skinny triangles. So I'm going to show you the steps I used to do that. Let's start with this one. So for this one, what I did was I'm going to do it in pencil just because I don't want it to distract. Where's my pencil? I drew, of course I grabbed the wrong pencil. The wrong pencil. Oh my goodness, here we go. Thank you for your patience. So I'm going to just go and make like a checkerboard pattern. Vertical lines, and this is kind of fun to do sometimes just to change it up. So I'm working really lightly. I'm just making these long stretchy lines. Look at how I'm using my whole arm. I'm keeping my hand pretty stiff. Instead of going like this, I'm using my whole hand. Same for when I go across, all the way down to the bottom. And the fun thing about this is it gives us sort of an outline for where those houses are. So I'm going to just pick a box like this, make it darker, and then add a triangle. And I'm going to do another one. And I'm going to do all across these kinds of rectangles and triangles. So you see how I'm finding houses? And so I could do that even back here. Maybe I'm going to make this overlapping, like this is the next block over in my little village. And I could keep adding them. Maybe this time I'll leave a space. I won't use that square. There we go. I left a little space. Maybe that's a place where there's a playground or something like that. And I'm just going to keep filling in my squares. There we go. Different sizes, different shapes. Maybe I'll do another one here. And so you'll see I'm using repetition in my picture. I'm repeating the same patterns. I could even overlap, right? We talked about that when we were looking at our fruit. I could go like this, and it looks like that's blocking that one on the next block. And then I can go in and add features like doors. Nothing too detailed because I'm going to have so many, it would take me forever. But I'm going to go in and add some details, maybe one more row. There we go. I have still so many to decide. I want this to be a very busy picture. It reminds me of the artwork of Paul Klee. He has a village picture like this where he does layers and layers and layers of houses in a town. You could just spend forever building your town up. You could add other details too. I might go all the way across in my houses. And then down here, I'm going to actually overlap. Like they're so up close, these giants. They could be trees if you want. I'm going to make them like flowers, like I'm sitting in the park looking over the top of the flowers at the beautiful houses in the village. So they're going to all fill it in. So it doesn't look that realistic. It's a little abstract. We recognize it's a town, but I'm using very simple shapes for my flowers. You'll notice that I'm using different sizes. And I may go back and add some more houses. Other things could be added too. Can you think of anything? Maybe you want to add a park. Maybe you want to add some people. I'm going to leave mine just with the flowers and the houses. I can't wait to show you how it looks when I fill it in. And now for this guy, to layer the landscape, I went from the side over, from the side, and stop. from the side and stop. And now it looks like I'm in a village. Well, maybe this is more like a hilly town where there's lots of hills. We'll call them rolling hills. And on my rolling hills, I might want to put trees. And just like I said with the flowers, we know trees don't look exactly like this, but I'm creating a pattern and I could change the sizes. Maybe I want this one to be really tall, but I'm repeating the tree off in the distance. Same with the houses. I could repeat the shapes, repeat. So many things to think about including. Now this one, I don't have my houses touching. I certainly could go back and make them touch. I could add details to them. Maybe one will be very tall. Maybe it's the tallest house in the neighborhood. Maybe there's a very small house next door. Maybe this is a dog house. I'll give it a wide opening for the doggy. I'm not sure, but I'm going to do that all through my town, repeating with these simple shapes. And notice how when I'm getting closer, I'm making my houses a little bit bigger so they look closer. Bigger because they look closer. I can see them more clearly as they get closer. So that would mean that if I put houses here, I could make them even bigger. I don't have to. They could all stay the same size. It's my art. And I'm going to fill them all in. Now you'll look at my piece and you'll say, Mrs. Maestri, I feel like you need more houses. And you know what? That's my choice. And I think you're right. I am going to go back and I'm going to add some more houses to my piece. I hope you have fun deciding what you're going to do. And a lot of times when people get busy coloring on this type of picture, they only color the houses and they forget how important it is to color all this space, all of this space. So the fun thing about this is that I'm thinking I might use light blue, dark blue, middle blue, teal blue. I might color it all different colors. And here, I might go with different shades of green for all my hills. I can't wait to decide. Oh yes, don't forget, write your name at the bottom. There we go. I look forward to seeing your artwork too.